following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
To the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
Wake up, America! It's time for the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY.com, West Palm Beach's #1 internet radio station. Here's your host, the Pipeman.
It's a special day today on the Adventures of Pipeman, W4CY Radio, W4CY.com. Why? Because I'm half ghost and half... Okay, so I'm in the studio right now, in the actual studio, and I'm using this virtual background, but in the studio I normally don't because I have cool stuff behind me and the chair, and it comes in, like you'll see, my chair is the ghost, not me. However, we're doing a test. We're doing a test of the emergency broadcast system, so I have to do it exactly the way that I would do this elsewhere. I even gave up surfing to do this today because it's actually a good surfing day, but some of us got to work. Maybe later I'll catch the sunset if the surf is still around. And so we're going to bring on the pipe nuts for today's show because this is a special edition. It's funny. I walk in the studio and Studio Nut, not Studio One, but Studio Nut. Okay. Studio Nut says to me, what is this going to be like Thirsty Thursday? And I was like, that's so funny because Chad used to say that. Okay. And then when he'd go out and gig on Thursday night at Nicole's for ladies' night, he would say it over the mic. It's Thirsty Thursday. And they'd yell to the bartenders, hey, I'm thirsty. Like he would over the mic, he would yell up to the bartenders and yell their names and and the place is crowded. And he'd just yell over the mic, I'm thirsty. And they would bring him up a drink. And then like 10 or 11 Jack and Cokes later,
Brad was there.
Yeah. So first set with was Chad. Now, mind you, Chad and I used to go pregame. Actually, he would pregame and I would babysit. But we would go pregame at Players Club down the street from Nicole's before he had to perform at Nicole's. So he'd down a couple Jack and Cokes there. I would drink my cranberry juice or water. And I would start like, no Chad. Rebel will tell you that was a thing. The pipe man would always be no. If the pipe man's telling you no, you're really kind of fucked up. Just being honest. Okay. So yeah. And then we would go to Nicole's and he'd do a little more warm up before starting a song, and he'd still be Chad. And funny, when towards the end, when he started going all natural because of working at the station and listening to me, he had all this natural health hammered into his head. So he went all natural. Before that, like after his gigs, we'd go to Denny's and he would order the most unhealthy, like 2 plates of food, not just one. He was an ox. And he would order 2 plates of food of like the greasiest, worst for you food there is. So then when he started getting healthy, and he was very specific. He wouldn't eat it. Like he got like obsessive about it. So he switched from Jack and Coke because Jack's not good for you and neither's Coke. So he switched to, he had to make sure it was organic tequila. And so he wouldn't get it at the bar anymore because they didn't have the stuff that he could read the label, make sure it was pure. And so he would bring his own bottle, and it would be in the back of his truck, and he'd be hitting that thing. And he's the only person I saw that was probably better on tequila than Jack Daniels. Like, okay. So, but he was a very honest person too. Like the most honest person you ever met. So one night we're leaving the Gypsy's Horse, which was across the street from here. And we were going to his house, and it was a caravan, 3 of us driving. And the cops pulled us over on his block. Like we're all turning. We all did a California roll past a stop sign. Cop pulls us over, goes up to Chad and says, "Have you been drinking?" He goes, "Yes, sir, I have." And they let us go.
Well, at least he was honest.
Well, that's the point. Like, what are you going to do? Like, he was so emphatic about it. It wasn't like, yeah. He was like, "Yes, sir, I have." And he would give that like swagger, that cowboy swagger he had. And oh my God. But anyway, Thirsty Thursdays. So it's so fun as I'm thinking of different things to evolve the show that I've been making notes this week, actually. That came into my head literally yesterday, the Thirsty Thursday, and then Juan said it. So
must be a sign.
I think Chad is channeling through you, Juan. He's even kind of now he's got the shades on. He's kind of looking like Chad a bit, No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, so yeah, today's a cool day. And it's a special episode. And it's only a special episode because I need to test something out. So I figure, fuck it. Instead of just test it out, why not do a show? And if it's a major screw up and it's really bad, well, then I'll just lose all my listeners. But, hey, it's worth it. And so, but what's more important about today is it's all about Rebel.
What?
First of all, do you have crabs?
No. Why?
It looks
Do
like
they even exist anymore?
It looks like you have a green crab on your head. Okay, what does that say?
What's the name of the little alien from Toy Story? The one with the you know which one I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. Oh, loving the hair, Rebel, it says. Loving the hair.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Notice he said hair and not hair accessories.
She looks like if I were to write a comic book about Vikings, she would be the main character.
Why?
Well, can you tell her, Juan? She kind of looks like
why is that, Pipeman?
Like an alien Viking. Because whatever that thing is on your head, it's got the 2 things pointing up like a Viking hat. Yeah, because it's green, so I'm assuming it's an alien. It can't be a crab because crabs aren't green unless you leave them. It is
because today is
unless you leave them on your counter too long and they turn green. Oh, what? Oh, tell us what is today. Say it.
Alien Abduction Day.
So is that what's going on? Are you getting? Was I on the money with the alien shit? Oh my God, I was just harassing you. I didn't know I was actually right.
When you got abducted, did they leave the probe in? Is that why you're so uptight?
No, unfortunately, we got, I got rescued before the probe came about.
Oh, you were looking forward to that part.
She likes the probe, though. She was like really
yeah, she said,
out.
Unfortunately, she was so sad about it. She was looking forward to it.
It was the first time in her life she said he took too long.
Yeah.
Oh, darn.
You know what I realized, too, about Thursday? I forgot to brush out my hair because I put the gel in it, and then I normally brush it out, but I was driving here with the window open. I'm like, let me not brush it out yet so that it doesn't get messed up. And then I got here and I forgot to brush it out. So now I have, a different look.
Uh-huh. Well.
You have Jeep hair.
It's Jeep hair. I have Jeep hair.
Jeep.
And there's probably some stupid people listening that are going, what is a Jeep hair? Is that like a a pear. That is that like the G spot?
Oh God.
Does the G spot look like a pear? Is that what you're saying? G pear. But anyway, okay. Except for the main one, the awesome one, Rebel, can you please go through the days today, especially the ones like, so if this is the first time you've, seen this segment where we talk what day it is, these are actual national days, 100% for real national days. Okay. And some of them are absolutely stupid. So those are the ones that Rebel's going to bring up, and I'm going to tell her how ridiculous she is. Okay. But then there's the good ones
these days.
So we're trying to find out which are the ones I like and which are ones I think are just ridiculous stuff that only a Louisiana person would like.
Oh, jeez Christ. Here we go. All right. And speaking of that, Atheist Pride Day.
Wait. Atheist Pride Day. Okay.
Yep.
What are they believing in that they have pride?
I don't know. I don't study their
Okay, what's the next one?
Oh, geez. Bibliomania Day.
Bibliomania Day.
Mm-hmm.
So I bet that has to do with the library. The biblioteca. I fucked up saying it too. Like, I don't know what happened. I got like a tick and it made me say something at the end different. So tell us what it's about, Rebel. Am I on the money with that one?
Bibliomania? You are. Do you want to know about Bibliomania? You just
I do, because I love libraries and books.
No, everybody knows he's just going to cut me off as we go along with this, but okay. It is the love of books. All right. So, oh, gee.
Okay, so in 10 seconds, you say it was it's the love of books. Well, 5 seconds, you were like again, proof of that.
I was waiting for you to interrupt me. I am.
You know what's funny?
No.
Today,
Okay,
you know what's funny? Today is also Canada Reads Day, and I want to see Louisiana read because so far it hasn't been working out.
Canada Reads Day. We should get okay. Here, hold on. We're going to do something. But go ahead, Rebel. Keep talking. Forget that one. Go on to the next one.
You're going to call Dr. Nicole. Okay, anyway, we're going to move on to the next one. Companies That Care Day. Okay.
She was pausing for a raise.
One.
You know what? It also happens.
Anyway, so
it also, okay, I just gotta say, if I got a spray tan, I would be just like Donald Trump, and I would say you're fired.
Oh
God.
Does that mean it's National Spray Tan Day?
It could be.
We could make it. I mean, like someone makes all these holidays up, anyways.
I heard.
So
okay,
many.
I heard for satire. I heard that Donald Trump removed Martin Luther King Day to replace it with National Spray Tan Day as a holiday. So from now on,
spray pan.
Spray pan. Yeah, I had a little bit of a Biden moment there. Sorry, and I'm an equal opportunity, bus chopper.
Offender. Yes.
Okay, so talk about Spray Tan Day since I got to that one.
I haven't gotten to the list. I haven't seen that one on the list. I don't know where that is.
Oh, okay? You might be going to a different website than me then.
I don't know.
Are you going to the National Day website?
I go to a different one. Yes. So we covered companies that care. No, it's not. News. It's real. No, it's not.
It's funny that they all show different things because I'm looking at the one that says daysoftheyear.com.
Yeah, I've actually met these people. We actually have their calendar. It's a calendar. It's a National Day calendar, okay? And they have for today, National Spray Tanning Day, 3rd Thursday in March. They have National Farm Rescuer Day. Do either one of you have that one?
There's so many
I
on the
have-
list today. Seriously.
So Rebel mentioned Atheist Pride Day. I have Hufflepuff Pride Day.
How about
yes,
how
it
about
is
National
Hufflepuff
Proposal
Pride
Day? Here's what we're gonna
Yes.
do. Today is National
That
Proposal Day. How about if I call women
Also, kiss your
and
fiance day.
propose? How about if I call women
No.
live on the air and propose?
What are you going to
No.
propose? A free Groupon?
No, I will literally, I think I gotta do it. I gotta literally say, "Will you marry me?" Spring.
You know that's a verbal contract.
By the
right?
way, spring begins today. That is an actual real thing there. It changes annually.
Spring starts today, but does that include Florida or?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because as
Did
far
you
as
go
I know,
out?
I've never seen spring.
Yeah, well then you need to go somewhere else. It's also National Native HIV/AIDS Awareness Day. And why is it
Yep,
native?
that's on the list.
Why is it native? Is it only the OG HIV/AIDS people that we are aware of?
So
Like anybody
who are
past?
who are
It's
they
only the original.
classifying as native?
That's what I'm saying. Is it the OG people? Maybe it's the OG people.
Is it Native Americans or
No, it's like the original people that
like Patient Zero?
got HIV and AIDS.
Like this is for Patient Zero or?
Yeah, basically, yeah. And you know what we do for those natives on National Native HIV/AIDS Awareness Day? We give them ravioli because it's also National Ravioli Day.
I thought you were going to say we give them their test results so they can be aware of it.
No, that they have to go check out the sign by Fort Lauderdale Airport to get that done.
Oh, it's also Crawfish Cravers Awareness Day, French Language Day.
She's looking at
has the
Louisiana
version.
I am not looking at a Louisiana thing. It is.
I don't have the crawfish.
I don't have crawfish either.
Oh well, y'all
Must be a
missing out.
Louisiana thing.
Wait. She's got crab. She's got crawfish. Like they have every STD there is in Louisiana. That's why they don't have signs. They're just like, screw it. We're not testing. We know everybody has them.
It's also the Great American Meat Out. I guess that's how all of those STDs.
That's how. Well, no. Wait.
That
now you
explains it.
answered it. No, that's how the National Native HIV/AIDS Day happened from the National Meat Day.
Yeah, a Great American Meat Out. That could be fun. Oh, Hufflepuff Pride Day, International Astrology Day, International Day of Happiness, International Day
We
of.
just had that. Like, Jesus Christ,
no,
does it have to be
no,
happy
no.
every day?
But this is international.
right?
Okay, the other day was Be Happy Day or something.
Don't worry.
International Earth Day. That should be every day.
All right.
National Brock Beer Day.
Again, a
National Jump
Louisiana
Out
thing.
Day. It's not. I am not reading anything from Louisiana. Not a damn thing.
It sounded
National
Louisiana.
Kiss
Is that the
Fiancé.
aliens probe that's sticking out there, Rebel?
This
That's the aliens probe.
the microphone. Anyway,
Are you trying to probe us?
no. Oh God, no. Oranges and lemon day. Maybe that's where your spray tan idea came about. You said proposal
No,
day.
I will tell
snowman
you where
burning
it came
day.
about. No, I will tell you where it came about, okay?
Where?
Get your glow on and celebrate National Spray Tanning Day on the third Thursday in March by getting a fresh spray tan. After the winter, our skin can be dull and dry. Today, on National Spray Tanning Day, prepare to glow all spring and summer with a natural spray tan. In fact, spray tanning is a great way to achieve a healthy head to toe glow and is customizable for any skin tone. Well, obviously they didn't customize it for Trump because he looked ridiculous. But there's more. But wait, there's more. There are two types of spray tanning. The first uses an automated spray booth. The second uses a professional spray tan artist creating an airbrushed glow using a handheld spray machine. Both options allow for a customizable and desirable color that complements all skin tones. In addition, both types of spray tanning involve being sprayed with a liquid solution that contains dihydroxyacetone, DHA. DHA is a
That does
naturally
not sound
derived
healthy.
DHA is a naturally derived and fermented active ingredient that reacts with your skin to mimic a tan for a temporary amount of time. After
This
getting
isn't
the
a
spray,
commercial.
So this is basically like a chemical burn that they're giving you,
basically,
but in a natural way.
well, it does
And
have
what's
bullet
natural about a
points.
chemical burn?
Well, it does have bullet points of the benefits of a spray tan. Okay. So it provides a sun-kissed glow in just minutes. Evens out
Are you trying to
uneven
convince
skin
somebody?
evens out uneven skin complexion. See, Michael Jackson should have got a spray tan. Gives skin a more toned appearance. Boosts confidence. Rebel, try it out.
I
Can
don't
be
need it.
can be customized based on your preferences. I'm not talking about your sexual confidence. I'm talking about confidence in every other aspect of your life.
I have confidence.
Contains vitamins to lock moisture into skin. Gives an even and streak-free tan. Offers an option for tan lines. Like, okay, you're going to get a spray tan and you want tan lines. That's the stupidest thing I ever heard. That's probably what Trump did. He goes, "Can you give me some tan lines under my eyes, around my forehead, and around my cheeks, please?"
And a landing strip.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to know if the president
Just
has
Air
a
Force
landing.
One style landing strip.
There it is. Trump one. Offers an
Jeez.
option for tan lines, includes optional scents based on your preference.
Oh,
Can you
God.
imagine? You know what I want to do? This is what I want to do. I want
What do
to
you wanna
walk
do,
in.
Pipeman?
Okay. Are you right? I want to
No.
walk into a tanning booth place and ask them if they have the optional scents and like request something like crap. Do you have a shit scent?
Lord help us all.
Well, no, then because I'll just get, because my girlfriend's just really into scat and I just can't do it. So I figured maybe if I got a spray tan and it smelled like shit,
Why?
that would be enough. Why do you make me break character? Why did you make me break character, Rebel?
This is
Oh my
terrible.
God.
I can't believe you are so no.
Now is the tan BPA free and growth hormone free?
I'm not quite sure,
Is
but
it organic?
it comes with free condoms.
I'm not getting a tan unless it's organic.
Well, I don't think it's organic. The organic kind kills you, actually, to be honest. So maybe we should all be eating organic because,
I feel like you said there's two different types of tanning, and I feel like you left out of the third. Just walk out in the sun.
I think that might be the one.
Why?
That
Why
might
be-
be that might be the one. Okay.
Get a job
Sun-
at some landscaping company. I don't know.
Just go
Oh
out for a
boy.
while. This
Juan,
is
I'm
just,
sure glad you're here. I'm sure glad that you're here today because I saw in the news this morning that they admitted in the news that some people were deported that were not criminals. So I was like, hope I can do my show today.
No. I escaped just barely, but I said, you know what? I have a special show. I have to be there. I cannot get deported today.
That's why he's
And I
wearing
ran away.
sunglasses. That's why he's wearing sunglasses.
I'm incognito.
So Rump doesn't recognize him.
Yeah, I went to the school of Superman, so I'm taking his advice. If you want to go incognito, just wear sunglasses.
Mhm.
See,
Oh man.
you recognize
So
me. Now you don't.
and he's the engineer, so he can edit the part out where he took off the
It'll
glass.
just be pixelated by the time you see it online.
I was just started watching a new series. I love watching all these not the documentaries, but the dramas about serial killers. So I just started watching a new one about the happy face killer. Like I kind of like the happy face killer. Like it's
My
happy.
dad.
He's happy. It's National Happiness Day.
Now, if the last thing you see on this earth is a happy face, I can
Right.
get
He's
behind that.
doing I think he's doing people a serve. I think he's doing people service. Like you're kind of miserable, especially
There,
now.
yeah.
If he was around now, people are miserable in their lives. They're unhappy, and he just, lets them die with a smile on his face.
There are worse ways to go, so I'm all for it, man.
Right?
Just spread
Absolutely.
some positivity out there, Be the
I
last thing
have
you
a
see is a
feeling
smile.
though. I have a feeling. I only watched the first episode, and I think his granddaughter is going to become a serial killer. And I don't
Mm.
remember if that was in the story or whatever, but yeah, I mean, because the granddaughter just found out that her grandfather is a serial killer, and now she's hooking up with these other people that are obsessed with serial killers, and you know, I see it coming. I see it in her eyes. Like it's like
She doesn't
it,
want it
it,
on her face.
yeah, it's like alcoholism. Alcoholism skips a generation. So is being a serial killer. Did you know that? But by the way, Rebel, is your grandparent a serial killer? Have you ever met a serial killer?
Yes.
Have you ever been threatened by a serial killer?
You could take it as a threat. Yes.
How about you, Juan? Have you ever been a serial killer?
I grew up around killers, but I don't know if they would be considered serial,
Uh, so yeah, I mean, I was threatened twice by a serial killer. But I'm the pipe man, so can't get rid of the pipe man.
Dun 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 dun.
I hope there's no
Not even
serial
on
killers
Snowman
watch.
Burning
I
Day.
hope there's no serial killers watching or listening right now, because then I just gave them a goal. Okay.
Take it as a challenge, people. Take it as a challenge.
All right. So here's the deal. Forget all the rest of the national days because
we
there's
can't
too
forget
many
the
of
rest of
them.
No, we
There's
can't forget
one
the rest
that's no. There's one we have to talk about that's the most important of all, and then if we have time, we'll go into the rest of them. How's that sound?
of them. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Why
Now,
don't you be
is
my
this
neighbor,
one
Dave?
on your list, Rebel?
It's the
Because
first
this
one.
is the best one of all.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely incredible,
Incredible
Kid
Kids
Day.
Mhm.
You have that one?
I do. That's the first one on the list, but it's not annually. It's observed on the third Thursday of the March.
Yeah, that is annually, you dingbat. Again, the
No.
Louisiana education.
It's not
Every
annually on a
year,
specific
every
date.
year it's still annual. Do you understand what annual
it's
means?
annually, but not on the
Annual
same
means-
day.
Yeah, but you said it's not annual. It is
On
absolutely
the
annual.
you didn't let me finish. Not
I did
annual
let you
on the
finish
same
until
day. Date.
You weren't going to say that. Juan, you're the objective
You didn't let me
observer.
finish.
Was she going to say that? Was she going to finish? It's like always when you correct people, then they say, "Oh, let me finish."
Yep.
Because you didn't let me finish.
I agree with that. And yeah, annual means it happens once a year.
It happens. Well,
It doesn't
sometimes
mean
some
it
of these
happens on
happen
the
twice.
exactly the same day at exactly the same time. It means it just happens once a year.
I mean, it'd be
Not
nice
on the
if
same
Thanksgiving, that's also on a Thursday, wasn't annual. It would save a lot of money.
Save a lot of turkeys.
And a lot of drama.
Yeah.
Turkey does, as turkey does, turkey do. No, but I really love that it's absolutely incredible Kid Day, because there should be a day for kids, because adults are idiots. Let's not give a days to adults. Give them to kids who are actually can be nice. Well, there's some not so nice kids either.
Okay, but is it for only absolutely incredible kids, or can all kids do this?
Well, no, you can't tell. Forget the participation trophy. They can't participate in being incredible. They just have to be incredible. If they're not incredible, they're not getting to celebrate that day. It's
Okay,
not
but
like
is
the
it for
kid day. It's
is it
not
for
the kid day.
do they have to be absolutely incredible, or incredible is just okay?
No,
Like
it's
what level?
registered. It's trademarked. It's absolutely incredible.
So if they're just incredible,
Well,
they
it's
don't
just
make it.
like Tony Robbins says, if you want outstanding results, you need to put out good efforts. If you put out good efforts, you're only going to get average results. So to be an absolutely incredible kid, you have to put out absolutely incredible feats of kiddom.
I like that word, kiddom.
Yeah, see? I'm hashtagging that.
We'll call that word of the week.
Let me read this to you, and maybe you'll get an idea of what absolutely incredible kid day is. And this applies to Rebel too, because she likes to act like a kid. But she's not absolutely incredible, so maybe it doesn't apply. She's a little incredible, but not absolute. every year, the first words are every year. So annually, every year on the third Thursday in March, Absolutely Incredible Kids Day encourages adults to tell kids how absolutely incredible they are. Now, I'm a little worried about this, okay? Because are we opening the door for pedophiles? Because it doesn't
Or
say
Why
your
do you
kids.
go there?
it just say kids
Yeah, it
in
doesn't say
general.
your kids. So think about it.
So
Isn't
what
it
happens if you don't have kids?
right? It's kind of creepy if I go out there and I just go out to some after the show and walk up to some random kid and give him a big hug and say, "Happy, absolutely
arrested for
incredible
that.
kid day." Exactly.
Don't do
That's
that.
my
Well,
point.
here's
That's
the
my
thing.
point.
If you're a man doing it, you get arrested. If you're a woman doing it, nothing happens.
Your mom of the
No,
year.
not true. Not
They're
true.
just saying like, "Oh,
With
she's
all
so
the
nice."
teachers.
Like,
No,
yeah,
no,
but
no.
but
No,
it
no,
takes
no,
a
not no
lot for
more.
those teachers to get busted. And you know what? I wish teachers would have done that to me. What the fuck? How did I get left out?
right?
Like it's not a bad
Well,
thing. That
But
you know
if
what?
you think about it though,
Some
like
basis.
the first of all, the teachers now are getting younger and
Well,
hotter.
well, wait a minute. Not only that, but I mean, think about it. So an older woman that is teaching you how to please a woman. I mean, that she's like a godsend to all women everywhere, because without that teacher having sexual relations, then that teenager would never grow up to be the absolutely incredible woman pleaser that they could become by being instructed early on how to do it right.
That's right. She's a teacher. If today's subject is the anatomy
pray
of
for
the
us.
woman's body, then so be it. I want to get an A plus.
I have a question though, serious question. Okay, we all have to take in middle school sex ed.
Yes.
So, question is, if a teacher is doing a lab with you, is that against the law? You guys don't even
I don't
know,
think
do you?
so.
I mean, think about the lab would be she would be performing sexual favors on you. That's the lab. And then you have to put down
Wait,
all
what?
your you have to put down all your results.
You said what?
Yeah.
You
when
know what I think it is? Because like they say, like, oh, it's only illegal if you ever get caught. But the problem is that these kids are out there like bragging about it, and it's not even like, I was abused. It was more like, hey, guess what I did? Like,
and you're gonna get caught because a teenager boy is gonna brag about it. But Rebel, you were saying what? Okay, so if you were learning how to dissect a pig, and I say that because this kid must have become a serial killer. Literally, we were dissecting frogs, and he offered to bring a pig in, and we dissected a pig in 5th grade. I have a feeling that was maybe the happy face killer that I went to school with. I'm not sure.
If
But
he was Mexican, no. If he was Mexican, that's just a barbecue.
yeah, there you go. So
It's called a party, or as you guys might know it, a
but-
fiesta.
okay, so if you're gonna learn how to dissect a pig, you go to the lab and you dissect a pig. So I'm thinking if you're going to learn about sex, you're going to a lab to have sex. I mean,
You know what I've
does
always
that
wondered?
not make sense, Rebel? What do you always wonder, Juan?
You know how like
That
in
does
sex
not work,
in
and that
sex
is not
ed,
how that happens.
we all have this memory of sex ed where they show us the video of the woman giving birth. We want to see the video of the woman making
Wait
the
a
baby.
minute.
Where did they
Wait a minute.
show
Wait a
these
minute. Wait a minute.
things?
Wait a minute. The only video I saw was vaginas that had venereal warts on them.
Well,
That
they
is
show
Oh my
that is
God!
my
for us.
That's my memory of sex ed. My memory of sex ed was they had a video up on the screen, like we're in the assembly. There's a whole bunch of us. And it was the grossest shit I ever saw in my life that made me scared of sex to this day.
So
And you
I don't
talk
know why
about
they do it
Louisiana's
this way.
education? Really?
People always say like, oh, sex ed, they show you like they put a condom on a banana or something like that. I say like for me, because sex ed was only a 1-day class, and they showed us a video of a woman giving birth and a woman having having an abortion, and they showed us the medical process for it, and they showed us the video of the baby being aborted.
Okay.
Yeah,
And you talk
yeah.
about the education system in Louisiana? Aren't you kidding me? Oh my God. That's just terrible. Nope.
What's wrong? I don't see
we
anything
didn't
wrong
See,
with that.
this is why you should see that in school, because you get the shock factor out of your way faster than if you were to see that as an adult.
Okay, I'm going to share something now I don't think I've ever shared on the air that's going to top all your stories.
Not bad.
My getting taught the birds and the bees.
By whom? Your parents?
Two of my brothers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And basically, I have a visual in my head of like sitting there and they're talking to me. And one of them 6 years older, one of them's 11 years older. And one of them said to me that basically he ate. And you reminded me, Rebel, because you brought or Juan, because you brought it up. He ate a banana out of somebody's hoo-ha. And then my
Was it
other
killed?
brother said, "You think that's bad?" And they didn't say it the nice way I'm saying it. I had some girl perform fellatio on me with peanut butter, and it was chunky peanut butter. And I would advise that if any girl ever approaches you, make sure it's creamy peanut butter because the crunchy shit hurts. That was my birds and the bees. But I have one more thing. Thing. One of the brothers, the one 6 years older. So you got to hear the whole thing, though, because there's more to it than you're going to think. He told me, like, basically he lost his virginity at 13. So, you know, sibling rivalry, right? I had a goal. I had a goal to lose my virginity before him. Like, so I had a goal. It had to be done by I was 13. And I accomplished that goal in the Manson caves, Charlie Manson caves. So I lost my virginity there. But now let's fast forward. Let's see, 13. Let's fast forward like 40 to 43 years. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Having a conversation, something comes out about, I think I brought something up about it. And he goes, I didn't lose my virginity at 13. I lost it at like 17. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, I sat there and worked really hard to achieve this goal to beat you. And I like left you in the dust, man.
Oh my
So I lost my virginity at 13 years old based on a lie.
Did you
Now I
even care
wonder.
about the
Now I
person?
wonder. I'm going to call my other brother. I'm going to find out if the banana's true.
How'd you top a banana?
Had I top a banana?
Yeah.
I lost my
He used-
virginity
he
in
used
the
a
Charlie
pineapple?
Manson caves and the serial killer's caves. Maybe that's where my obsession is. I don't know. It's possible. Okay.
Oh,
Maybe that's why I always attract the crazies and they get crazier. You know what? I hate to say this, but every woman I've met since thing one makes her look sane. And that, like, oh my God, she's the most insane person on the planet. How did that happen? Oh my, I don't understand it. And so thing two, I got married to her because I had sex with her by mistake. And she didn't get eaten by the alligators.
I
So
still don't understand the mistake part. How can
He
you?
tripped and fell. Okay,
He did
It
slip on a
happens.
banana peel. He did not.
it happens. He was trying
Wait
to
a
show her
minute.
the trick with the banana. He slipped on the peel, and
Wait a
things just
minute.
progressed from there.
Wait a minute. I'm not going to say who, but I was talking to somebody on TikTok and I did mention this, and somebody I know, not a stranger, somebody I know. Okay. And she said same. She said same. So
For the
apparently
mistake,
I'm not
or
the only one that has sex by mistake.
Okay. Was it a mistake before it happened or after it happened? Because if that's the case, a lot
It
of people
was,
are gonna
I
say
don't
had
view it
mistakes.
as a mistake in a bad way. I'm just saying it wasn't like on purpose. It was by accident.
I still don't understand how sex can be by accident.
Well, then you just haven't lived life, have you?
Apparently, not that kind of life. I mean, I do it on purpose.
I'll also tell you, okay, my stepmother had the same exact birthday as me. She was 11 years
Sorry.
older than me, so same age as two of my brothers, 20 years younger than my father. Batshit crazy, but my mother was batshit crazy too. I think those might be reasons I like the batshit crazy. I don't know. I kind of like the batshit crazy, to be honest. But so, and I met my stepmother when I was 12 years old, and my dad said, "Meet your new mother, and we're moving to California in 3 days, and you can never tell a living soul." And then they were married for 3 years, divorced for 10. My dad had a quadruple bypass. They got back together and they had a kid who's younger than all four of my kids. But here's what's interesting.
There's more.
One of the reasons my father really loved her is he used to brag about they had sex with her in the Mile High Club. Have you done the Mile High Club, Juan? Does your generation even know what that means? Because the Mile High Club was done when we used to smoke on planes too.
Well, they're starting to come back with airplanes that have beds now, so it's more accessible now than it used to be before.
See, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I've seen that too. Like when I'm traveling to do festivals over in Europe, yeah, the chair like turns into a bed, man. It's so cool.
Oh no,
But
they're
that's
even
not
more
the Mile High Club.
There are some
because-
airplanes that have like full-on beds now. Like it's not even a chair; it's just a bed.
Oh
They're
wow! Well, there you
specifically
go.
for the Mile
Yeah.
High Club.
Are they
Hey,
really?
No,
Oh yeah. Yes.
So,
Yes.
Are they owned by?
maybe
are
there
they
are
owned by
some, but the
Disney?
ones that I've seen is just a bed. It's kind of like a mini
Are
apartment.
Are they owned by Disney? Listen,
No.
I wouldn't want to have
No.
sex in the bathroom of an airplane because I can't even piss in the bathroom of an airplane without getting it all over the place.
If
You know-
if I'm inside the bathroom of an airplane, I don't think any woman is small enough to fit in there with me.
Yeah, listen, when I go to the bathroom to take a piss and then every time you do that, you hit turbulence. And then all of a sudden, like I'm banging up against the sink and peeing in the sink.
You know what I think it is? I think the pilots have a sensor light that
They
tells
do.
them every
They
time
do.
someone enters the bathroom, so they just create turbulence.
They do. 100% they do. So, yeah. I think we
It's too coincidental to be a coincidence. You know, like
what
every time you go into the bathroom, you get turbulence.
yeah, I know. Exactly. What was I gonna call women and ask them, Rebel? Rebel.
If you
That's
would
dead
marry, if
air.
they would
When I
marry
ask
you.
a question, answer it.
I said I did. I said that you would call and ask if they would marry you.
Oh, okay. So let's see. Who shall we
Can you not
call?
hear?
Should I play Russian roulette
I don't know.
like with
Who do
my
you want?
contact list?
Oh no, that's not a good idea. You might call a guy.
That's a good way.
Well, no, they have to be a female. Like there has to be rules.
Yes.
Just like
Oh,
licking
oh,
buttholes, there
well,
has to be
yeah.
rules. Just like
I
licking
mean,
buttholes, you have to
they
have
come with
rules.
their own banana.
Well, while you do that, I'll tell you about the Love Cloud. It's join the Mile High Club flight pricing. Okay. There's live out your wildest dreams with Love Cloud's private Mile High Club flights. So yeah, okay. If you want
Now,
to
are
join the
these
Mile High
flights that
Club
actually
without being squished into the regular bathroom,
are these flights that actually go
They're
somewhere, or do they just
specifically
take you up in the air so you can do your deed and then they bring you back down to the same place that you left?
that is specifically exactly what it is. It's the Mile High Club. It's out of Vegas.
So it doesn't
Go
go
figure
anywhere.
what
It just
happens
takes
in
you up in
Vegas
the
stays
air.
in
You do your
Vegas.
deed, and then you come back.
I figured out what I'm going to
Exactly.
do, and we're not going to do it today. I figured it out. I was looking through my contact
gonna do?
list, and I figured it out. Okay, I am going to do a contest for winning
Okay.
festival tickets, and we will call people live on the air. Okay, and I will ask them to marry
Right.
me, and whoever says yes gets to win the festival tickets. That's a pretty good idea, right, Rebel?
She's frozen.
Yeah, see, I was wondering if it was
Oh.
me. She keeps freezing up.
No.
Okay.
It's
So-
me, I think.
It is you. It's always you. That's what we just found out. It's been her the whole time. It's not me.
always
It's been
me.
her the whole time.
It's not us. It's
Yeah.
I mean,
you.
just look at
Today.
what the studio looks like
me.
behind her, and you wonder why she has problems. I mean that. Oh my
Yeah.
God, what is back there, Spider Woman?
I feel like even Picasso was more organized than her.
Aliens.
Folks, for those of you that don't know, the background she's using is a picture of how her brain works. All right, let's. No men can
Oh,
win that. What? Yeah, no men can win that. That's true. You cannot enter. What men? We'll give you another contest. We'll have Rebel call the men and ask them to marry her. How about that? Will that work?
I am not doing that. No, no. It's a verbal contract. You know you can get sued, right? That is a
For
verbal
what?
contract.
I'm already
and
divorced twice.
if
What are they
someone's-
going to take from me? What are they going to take from me?
Your
I
bills?
don't know.
They can take
Listen.
that.
Listen, there was a comedian a long time ago that used to do a skit that it was brilliant because it was so true. Like this dude, he stopped, worrying about divorce, and he just started every time a woman wanted to marry him, he just said, here's half. Bye. Like in other words, he already knows we're going to take half, so he just gave it to him, and kept going.
And that's called staying 10 steps ahead.
Ooh,
That's
down,
chess.
Tar.
That's chess right there.
5-minute mark.
5-minute mark for
What do you mean 5-minute
That's-
mark? It's already 150.
5-minute mark. 5 minutes.
Why is it the
Oh, well,
5-minute
gee,
mark?
there you
It's
go.
over, you dingbat. Are you see? That's why
I
all the
know,
shows
I
on the
know.
station are going long.
5
'cause
minutes
she's
till
giving
I have to go.
She's given 5-minute
She's-
marks
She's
when-
lagging in real life.
when the show's supposed to be over. And then when I say to them, "You're going 5
No,
minutes over," they're like,
gotta
"What are you
go.
talking about? I'm just getting off when Rebel tells me to get off."
Now we know why.
Do all the women get off when you tell them to get off, Rebel?
No.
I don't tell women.
Charles,
Okay, thank
Charles,
you very much.
have you ever gotten off because
Sorry,
Rebel told you to get
not
off?
playing in that.
I'm asking Charles. I'm not asking you. I want real. I don't want fake news. You'll
Now
give us
you
fake
know.
news.
That's
You'll
good.
give us
You ask
fake news.
listeners.
All right.
Get fake
So
news.
anyway,
I do not.
anyway, that's about it
not
for this
ever.
test.
We gotta go.
It was an absolute disaster. This whole test was an absolute disaster. And Charles said no. He's in big trouble now. Okay. So that's Comcast calling me to see how the show went. Okay. I'm not kidding you. Because I told them to call me today to see how it went. Okay. So there they are. They'll have to call me back, but we gotta go.
Gotta go.
So tune in Monday for Motivational
Yes.
Monday, Travel Tuesday, What the Fuck Wednesday next week, The Adventures of Pipeman, W4CY Radio. Next week, we're going to be talking a lot about podcasts and radio and TV because the Pipeman's starting the Pipeman Radio Tour at Podcast Movement and National, NAB, National Association of Broadcasters. So thanks a lot for listening. Thanks a lot for being here. And if you aren't listening and you weren't watching, thank you too, because you would have probably annoyed me. All right. That's it. You've listened to The Adventures of Pipeman here on W4CY Radio, W4CY.com. And, roll it, Juan.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.